Libra. It's your girl Merce, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them. The Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. I popped in to see what's good with you for early to mid-November. Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angel, spirit guide, spirit animal, soul, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node to see what messages you have for them. For early to mid-November, please protect the space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. Ashe, thank you, Spirit. Libra, as you come in, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video with someone that you love, Libra. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, send me a love donation. Follow me on any other platform or subscribe to my Patreon. Okay? I'm going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus, so that is where you'll be able to find me. I'm not sure exactly when I'll be doing that, sometime this week, but that's where you'll be able to find me on Patreon. That's the only place that I'll be posting until I decide to come back. And this being your energy though, Libra, heaven, you need to go on a hiatus, you need to get low, you need to go in a hermit mode. You know, those who know where to find you will find you, or you are only available to a few people, 1, 2, 3 on the clock, just to help you move on with something, or it's time for you to move on from a space. Have you on the feeling as if you need a whole new start after something, after a death, after a funeral? Okay, this could be with someone else, someone else's, or your own ego death, right? After ascending, your environment just doesn't feel the same. Your body, for some of you, this is your body. After ascending, you're no longer comfortable in your body. You are ready to change it. You're ready to get healthier, lose some weight, gain some weight even for some of you. For others of you, after going through your last ascension, you are ready to leave your location. You're finally ready to step out and explore your dreams. I just feel like travel is a big one. Or you just did this. Some of you just did this thinking that this was going to make you feel better. This is going to do for you inside what you fill the void, give you what you were looking for, what you were searching for, and it doesn't. It didn't. 222 on the clock. Heavy on this energy. Or literally someone travels at a distance, goes to a distance for balance. Okay? 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Progression, to move on, where someone has felt stagnant for a while. Your higher self. For those of you, I'm really tapped into the higher self, the lower self, and what you do when you integrate with these two sides of you are doing. There's somebody who wants to travel at a distance to come see you, or you want to go to travel to go see someone. I feel like for some of you, it's someone who can come to the house. I keep hearing limpia. Someone needs to do a cleaning, needs to do a cleansing, or you come to do a deep cleansing to someone's house. You come to their house to do it. They go to yours. You have to get some things off of you. Y'all get some things off of each other. Or after, there's something about your partners, your family, wanting to get dark energy or just so much energy. There could be something, there's a lot of attention on you lately. You could be really well known, or you could be in the spotlight in some sense, in some way, or you have a new transformation or a level up, or got an opportunity that would have a lot of eyes on you, and I just feel like, or it's not going to, so there's something about there being a lot of energy, realizing that there's a lot of energy being directed at you that's not going to change, learning how to work with the energy, learning how to transmute, whatever is unhealthy for you, whatever doesn't work for you, whatever is, doesn't raise your vibration, could potentially trigger you. Yeah. Have you on the experiencing what a home is? Someone lives somewhere, but it's not a home. Their home is no longer their home, or literally your home isn't a home. You haven't given it the life that it needs, or you need to, or you don't honor how much life is in your home. You don't see, someone is coming to a space of realizing that they haven't been appreciating their home, they haven't been appreciating what they have. 444 on the clock. Having on the mastering what you got before you ask more, making sure that you can ask for more, making sure you can handle what it is that you have before you ask for more. Some of you have really been struggling with that. Or on the outside, it really looks like you do well for yourself in a certain way, but You struggling a lot more than you want to lead on. You have to be honest, or being around people now that you can't hide from, or you have people around you that can't hide from you. They have to be honest. The closer someone gets to you, the closer someone gets to you, the more you have no choice but just to be. I just feel like you to come clean. There's something about coming clean, about something that you feel like people would have to really sit with, or it would be a hard pill to swallow in order to be with you, know you. I just feel like it is not as difficult to know you, accept you, love you as you think it is. You know? 555 on the clock. Having the same synchronicities. OT. Or recognizing this. Your higher self wanting to move towards love, wanting to move towards union, wanting to fix your attitude. Having on the knowing that you got a stinking ass attitude, Libra, or can have the potential, have this side of you, wanting to work on that, wanting to help create more balance in a relationship, or relationships in general. With yourself, how you show up. I feel like a lot of putting so much energy into your daily routine and not liking it, knowing that it doesn't work for you, it's unhealthy for you. Knowing that your soul desires to go in a different direction, or desires more freedom to do the other things that you love to do. I also really feel like not exploring your options, wanting someone in particular to get it together, wanting someone in particular to be, the one. This could be an air sign for some of you. Could be a fire sign. Air sign or fire sign. Wanting someone to be the one. A lot of delusion coming through, for real, for real. Hoping that they are. Hoping that the work that you put in the connection isn't for nothing, isn't going to be in vain. Praying that you don't show up, to the connection only to, open yourself up, only to get hurt. Meanwhile, there's something about honoring that getting hurt or feeling certain things is inevitable. It's part of the process. Needing to surrender to it, or needing to find out how you react, or the way that someone hurts you, if that makes sense. The worst thing, someone could be totally distraught because they forgot to reach back out to you in time. That's about as bad as it's going to get. Or something about this, forgetting to keep a promise, but it being unintentional. Something about you needing to see how bad it can get with someone, or that someone is genuinely has a good heart, or means well, or is going to do their best to be good to you. They're not going to hurt you intentionally. It's strange. Honoring that someone will in fact hurt you, that there's no way that you won't have a falling out in some way, you won't have a disagreement, you won't be annoyed by someone being in such close proximity to them, or not having the options that you want, or after spending a certain amount of time getting to know them a certain way. But the lessons that come with it is so important. Learning to look at yourself the way that they're a reflection of you, the things that it can teach you about yourself. Have you ever been so afraid that connections that you open yourself up to at this time are karmic? I feel like they are. I feel like there's so much to be learned, not attaching a negative connotation to that. Your lower self out here, I feel like really wanting to penny pinch, really being really abundant and still moving from a lack mentality. Tripping in a real way. Someone wants to trip in a real way. Someone wants to trip, be inebriated, intoxicated. I feel like you need to do so in a controlled environment, or with people that you trust. Or for some of you, there's something about wanting to be intoxicated. I just feel like battling with yourself somehow, or you know, demonizing yourself somehow, or wanting to give into your temptation. It's balance. 10:10 on the clock. I just feel like enough with being so hard on yourself, judging yourself, expecting yourself to be perfect, showing up in a way that feels really good to you, and honoring that. Heavy on the shrooms. Your lower self, someone wants to trip, is going to be tripping on shrooms. Tripping squirrel. Someone eats something or takes a, I don't fucking know. You know? Or embarks on a new journey, and literally I just feel like someone has to go somewhere because it's not done. You know, I just feel like you wanting someone to give you a certain answer, or you are in search of certain answers, or after having a spiritual awakening, being in search of that feeling again so much, trying to do things to feel that again. They never quite hit the same, but I also really feel like knowing something isn't over, okay? Wanting it too bad, knowing something isn't over, the divine has more to reveal to you, more to show you, the plot will thicken, you know? Wanting to know right now, wanting something, stressing something so fucking bad that it's really hard for you to receive it, or you won't. I also really feel like there's something about someone feeling like a whole new woman, a whole new person. You looking at someone as a whole new person, or recognizing that they are after they get their hair done, or they recognize this about you, or it's important that you get your hair done before you do something because you'll have a different mindset. Your lower self knowing that you need a boost in energy, or you need to lift your vibration, or you need to get on the same page as your higher self. I love this though. It's the self-awareness for me. I also really feel like some of you were willing to pay a pretty penny to do something you shouldn't do. This feels like karma. This feels like payback. This feels like trying to make someone feel better, you know, after they've suffered a loss, or they're hurting in some way, overcompensating, always ready to pull your wallet out, always ready to pay for something. Or there's a feminine energy who's like this. Trying to compensate for something. For others of you, you want to go on a journey, but you are afraid of not having enough money. You know, you're afraid, or you have a lot of anxiety, or you get angry about people keeping the money from you, but you feel like you're so abundant and everything that you need is on the way. Your money is on the way, 1313 on the clock. When you integrate, I feel like for some of you, deciding to go on strike, deciding to commit, you know, I just feel like being really stubborn when it comes to moving or doing what people want you to do, or the way that you earn money, or I'm deciding I'm not going to budge this way, or, you know, not move forward with someone who hasn't paid you what they own you. Not even being interested. I feel like someone trying to use money to control you. I feel like you're trying to offer something to someone that you feel like they're, you know, you can't satisfy. Nothing you give them is good enough, you know. I feel like making an offering. Yo, there's some shit out here about making a money offering somehow to give someone payback, to get somebody what they want, give somebody some closure, or you spend some money to go do something to bring yourself closure. Or pay me more money and we could just be done with it. That energy out here, I feel like getting out your feelings, getting out of a place of a lack mentality. I also really feel like, right, the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is out here. Many lovers. Your higher self looking for a lover. Your lower self wanting to have sex, but knowing that, you know, or wanting to be intimate with someone, or wanting to get close, but knowing that you'd be tripping if you don't take your time to really wait for someone who's a vibrational match for you. Or literally, there's a feminine energy who is too wealthy, you know, to be intimate or spend time with, entertain anyone who can't offer her something of value, or isn't interested in investing in her. Someone is wifey material. Someone's a wife. If you're not interested in making me a wife, I'm not interested in you. There has to be some balance between this, because how could someone ever find out whether or not they want to, pursue something with you unless you give them an opportunity to get to know you? Some of you want to skip that step. Spirit's not going for that. So I feel like there's something about something not being over after somebody's death. There's still unfinished business, or after an inevitable ending, there's still unfinished business. You know that something is not going to end well. You know you and someone are not going to go the distance. It's not going to be what you would like it to be. But yeah, you know that you're being called to do it anyway. You know that it's a karmic connection meant to teach you something, and you have to learn the lesson. You have to go forward anyway. You have to try to navigate to the best of your abilities, knowing that someone isn't going to give you the things that you want, or knowing that it isn't going to manifest into something more, needing to honor that, moving forward anyway to honor that, honoring where you were really abundant, and that you are not going without. It will come from somewhere else, or it is coming from somewhere else, honoring that. I feel like some really genuine, amazing love coming in for you if you were going to do the work for it. It's a lot of love, a really dope potential, a really dope potential connection with somebody, or literally when you get around someone, you die. Ego deaths. Doesn't feel like fucking, you know what I'm saying. Have you on a dying ego deaths? You meet someone, and every time you encounter them, and when you're done with them, you're different. You're different. For some of you, this is a Scorpio. For some of you, it's a Leo. For some of you, it's a Scorpio. I also really feel like I said what I said. We're in the season of the dead, and I'm going to say what I got to say. Have you on the strengthening your connection with someone before they pass? Period. Someone will not be here. Someone you love very dearly will not be here as long as you think they will, or this is you. You will not be here as long as people think you will. So they should, really love you while they have you. That energy. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I love you. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Benz. Run, tell them, the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.